Okay, actually, no, not yet. Ignore me. Keep doing what you're doing.
I mean, generally I do.
Right, is that, do we not have... Oh, it's always certain we don't have the capacitor. Sorry, this capacitor bank. Which means I need an electrical steel block, first things first. I also need 2 basic capacitor banks, which means I need 2 Osglow glass blocks. And a lot of basic capacitors. I think realistically I'm going to need all of those.
Where? Oh, don't drop the laser base. Things are not playing nice.
Right, double layer capacitor pack. Next, I need an octadic capacitor pack, which means I need 2 octadic capacitors that I may or may not have. The answer is I don't. And a vibrant capacitor bank, which means I need 2 capacitor banks, which means I need 4 basic capacitor banks. So 4 more Osglow glass blocks. Four of them. Right, got 4 basics. Then I need 2 electrical steel blocks. And 4 double layer capacitors.
Oh, right. So, if we can't have the lasers in the end, where would you like to have the lasers? Where do you want the mine?
I don't really mind somewhere I can't see it. Somewhere it's not lagging us out.
Well, that's not going to happen. Well, so my current thought is just the ground floor of the power station could be lasers.
Underground, please.
But that's
somewhere I don't ever have to look at it.
They're not that bad.
Kind of like they're not great. Especially when you pack them in, because they don't pack in a nice pattern.
I mean, no, they don't. But still.
Oh, I need 2 octadic capacitors. I'm out of capacitors.
Right.
So I need 2 octadic, so I need 4 double layer, so I need 8 normal. I'm out of grades of infinity.
Again.
Well, the extra 4 melodic capacitors really did increase the amount of...
Yeah.
The amount of grades of infinity required. Alright, I said I needed 8 of these. There we go. Should make 4 double layer.
How often do you go into the power station?
I mean, I haven't recently. But that's no excuse for covering up the ground floor, especially given the ground floor was going to be a nuclear reactor.
Well, I thought the nuclear reactor could probably replace some of the thermoelectric generators, since they're really, really inefficient. But
The
also,
side rooms aren't the biggest.
Hmm?
The side rooms aren't really the right shape for a nuclear reactor. The turbines were going to go in 2 of the chimneys, but the reactor itself is generally a square.
True.
A generally reasonably sized square.
What about having the lasers in one of the side rooms then?
I mean, maybe. You're not going to get many in there, but sure.
Well,
I still stand by, I'm reasonably confident they needed a direct line of sight to the void or bedrock, but
I'm going to put one down and we'll see. Because, well, I'm going to put some down at least temporarily so that we can test if they work and actually get some ores coming through. And then maybe between sessions I'll move them underground. Why steps this gone back?
That should allow me to make that. No, it won't. Why won't it? Because I need another 2 octadic capacitors. Which means I need 4 double layer, which means I need 8 basic. Right, I've got half of them. I need another 8 grains of infinity. I do not have that many. Well, I guess I'll take this block. Up we go.
Right, there's any connection over here. Very nice.
Double layer. And octadic. Should allow me to make that.
And another base.
Which I then combine with that. And then, finally, I now need you.
Me?
Yes.
I'm hiding from you.
No, well, I need your jetpack.
Oh.
I don't actually need you.
You don't need me.
I will come over to retrieve it.
Okay. Fair enough.
And see what a mess you're making of my beautiful power station.
I'm not making a mess. I would never make a mess.
I mean, you wonder why I'm not a fan of them.
I know. I might dig out a floor underneath all this and put it in there. Right, we are powering these now.
Are they actually doing anything?
They are actually doing something. Whether it's something useful is another matter. So, I want to grab that crate from the auto factory and the input bus, and then need to grab some brown wires.
Oh, you've just left? What have you got?
Yeah, I've got stuff to do still. Well, I'm about to head back to the power station.
Okay. I have a present for you.
Okay.
You can probably guess what it is.
Is it a jetpack?
It's been the last 2 hours in the making.
It's been this whole session. It's just been...
It's also stealing
your jetpack.
power from my flux capacitor, which is a bit rude of it.
I don't think that counts as stealing. It only counts as stealing if you stole my jetpack. Hello.
No, it's stealing power from my flux capacitor. Not fair.
Ooh,
My flux
thank
capacitor.
But you didn't have to have your flux capacitor on.
It's a bit of a pain to turn it off, though, isn't it? I think the flying up is a bit slower now, which is actually quite good. Flying forward, very fast. I think we've now overcome any need for the tubes.
Yeah. Well, they get through the trees quite nicely compared to the jetpacks.
Right, that's done, finally.
2,
3. Now, I could make another Dark Soularium thruster and do the powered spawner crest, but another Dark Soularium thruster is very expensive and I can't be bothered.
Oh, that's fair enough. Right.
We'll need to do it at some point, but not today, where we have no grains of infinity left.
Why? My only problem with these lasers,
Yeah.
is that it automatically puts the lens items in the same kind of category as the ores that it's dug up.
Oh.
So we just extract them. It takes all the lenses off them as well. It's really annoying.
So you have to blacklist lenses.
Or you can toggle that slot in the block. We do now have 3 iridium ore, which I'm very happy about. I just need to connect it up to the computer. Brown. Somewhat brown cable. Right. We should not be getting iridium into the computer.
Yeah, it's great because I didn't need to find a woodland mansion to do the Find a Woodland Mansion quest.
That's quite nice.
I don't know why we already had 2 totems of undying. I don't know where they came from, but...
they have come... No, I'm thinking the wrong Modpack. I was about to say, they've come through the Abyssal Wasteland. But no.
No.
Right.
That's not where they've come from.
Or in the enrichment stuff. Right. Where's the iridium? 4 iridium. Okay. But then we can make the next type of processor. And then we would get any iridium in the computer because it'll just be auto-processed straight into processors.
No necrotic bones.
We did have some at one point.
Yeah, we used them. We can get them out of... we can either from killing wither skeletons, which this is why we wanted the nether mob grinder, because the overworld one doesn't spawn wither skeletons in this pack. Or surrounding bones in wither ash, which again you can only get from killing wither skeletons.
Right, mesh your iridium with your osmium to make osmiridium. And then trial and error it into a methodology processor.
What colour lens would you like me to get you?
I mean, I've no idea. I don't know if I care. We only care about white lenses because that gets us iridium.
Light blue feels like it would get diamonds, so...
I'm going to go for lime to get emeralds then. Right, so... Yeah, osmium and iridium we can now alloy into osmiridium. Once we have that, we can make circuits and processors and ME interfaces, finally. And molecular assemblers. Oh, it's a good day.
On the one hand, there's some quest lines I could almost complete. On the other hand, they need Grains of Infinity, and so no.
Well, I was going to say, on the other hand, have you seen what time it is?
Oh yeah, we should probably wrap up.
Well,
I was looking for quests because you sounded like you were carrying on, so I was like, okay, I'll look for what else I can do. So I'm floundering now.
Just finished the thing I wanted to get done today, which is we now have iridium being automatically made. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because if we let all this process and build up, we should have a whole load of iridium all ready to be starting auto-crafting next time.
Yes. I might do the mob grinder in the nether between sessions because, let's face it, I'm fed up making mob grinders.
That's fair.
We don't actually have a thing to make Cursed Earth. I can't remember how you do Cursed Earth in this pack actually, because it's not the same as any other pack. It's not a drop of evil, or if it is, it doesn't drop from wither skeletons.
I mean, I've got Silk Touch on a shovel.
Yeah, we could do that. I don't want to go back in the grinder. The grinder's dangerous.
If you come at it from the side,
where is the chain that tells us how to do it?
Ooh, my Restonia crafting is finished. So
because one of the chains included the mob grinder.
So we've been talking recipes on and off, but my elevative ingots are already halfway through. Right. After all that.
Yeah, the drop of evil, not dropped by wither skeletons, that they're crafted. Actually, that's not too expensive, but it does need 4 necrotic bones. You need a lot of necrotic bones. Or Silk Touch some Cursed Earth.
Did you see the steaming setup that I made?
No, where is it?
Where all the thingies were that we started at the start of the session. Over by the ocean.
in your desalination plant.
Hello. Yeah, it's not set up properly because we can't get gases in the computer. But yeah. So this one makes brine out of water.
Yeah.
This one turns the brine into lithium.
Yeah.
It's being turned into ingots elsewhere. The lithium is also processed in the solar neutron activators into tritium. And then we make that into DT fuel with deuterium, which comes from heavy water. And then we merge it with steam in the PRC and make steaming Rosonia crystals. I mean, once we have gases in the computer,
Fair enough.
I will spread this all out a bit and probably
Yeah.
automate it. But for now, it works. We're being chased by stuff.
It's fine.
But yeah, next session, automation.
Yes.
We need to figure out what's the first thing we want to be able to autocraft. Is it capacitors or is it machine cases? It's a difficult choice.
The capacitors might have to wait until we've got a steady supply of Grains of Infinity, which we don't currently, although hopefully by next session we will. We will have to
True.
see.
Well, the things we can set up... I could probably have a look at setting up that little loop you've got over here if you want.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
it's...
I can make a molecular assembler that will make flint and steel, so the igniter downstairs always has a supply.
Yeah,
Which is
I
probably
think
also worth doing.
both would probably be ideal.
Yeah.
Because this isn't going to be fast at making extra Grains of Infinity. The idea of this
Yeah.
was mainly to boost downstairs. Realistically, more igniters and automatically crafted flint and steels would probably be better.
Oh.
I mean, maybe that's what we do, is we just put a bank of igniters down there between sessions
Yeah.
and be done with it.
Well, it depends on how many more capacitors we're going to need. Because we only need them for the jetpacks. I don't know if we are going to need them much more in the future.
I imagine we will.
Well, so I think...
You need...
Machine
Okay, let's put it this way.
chassis.
You need the Grains of Infinity for simple machine chassis as well, which are quite early on in the chain of machine chassis.
And are also used in ME interfaces, so yes. We're going to need lots.
So even if it's not capacitors we need them for, we need the Grains of Infinity.
Yeah. But the first things to to be able to autocraft are everything we need for the autocrafting.
Yeah.
As soon as I can request interfaces of molecular assemblers, then I can take requests on what we want to do. Things
Okay.
are going well.
I think we will leave it there then.
Yeah.
We will
Right.
get some buildings built and stuff done between sessions. I'll do the nether mob grinder because, let's face it, that's kind of needed at this point.
If I feel like I can be bothered, we'll move our lasers underground.
Yes, please.
I know. I'll also probably make some more, just so we're getting a good supply of ores, because then we can just not have excavators at all.
Yeah.
Oh, also, those lasers didn't need line of sight to the nether, not to the nether, to bedrock.
Fair enough.
They did used to. I know they used to. But I think that's a couple of versions ago.
Well, I mean, we're still in 1.12.
True. But the mod pack's
it's
been
probably a
updated.
config option that's the Modpack set. Like,
Oh, maybe.
we
That
can't
would make more
put this.
sense. Just-
Which
and
would be
everyone
weird
just turns
because
it
the
off nowadays.
Modpack's not a fan of let's make this simpler.
Yeah. Well, it's making things more complex, but it doesn't mean it has to be inconvenient. But it has meant all the recipes harder, so it is trying to be inconvenient. I don't know.
I think it is trying to be inconvenient. You can only find 82 meteors in the atom.
Yeah, that is
That feels
inconvenient.
inconvenient.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, we will leave it there then.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.